Coming up next on the Weekly Pulse, desserts, how you can have your cake and eat it too and be healthy. Earth Fare will show you how.
And we go back to Kaplan's Furniture Redefined, where they show us how to take a newlywed couple's furniture, marry his and hers, and stay out of divorce court.
And the lovable lawyer will tell you how to keep your assets out of court. All coming up next on the Weekly Pulse. Good evening and welcome to the Weekly Pulse, Northeast Ohio's first television show dedicated to health and wellness with a focus on women. I'm Amy Castelli.
And I'm Eileen McShay. We hope you're enjoying your summer as much as we are. And it's such a great time of year to enjoy healthy food choices. And believe it or not, you can enjoy healthy dessert.
Yes, dessert can be healthy and taste good, believe it or not. You just need to know where to look, and look no further than Earth Fare.
Earth Fare believes in providing you and your family with the healthiest cakes for your celebrations. That's why we offer a custom cake program here at the store. And we offer these round cakes like you see here, or we have quarter sheet cakes. Now keep in mind all of the toppers and dyes that go into them. They'll be free of artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. So we use plant-based products such as plant chlorophyll, beet juice. That's how we get that red and the red velvet. We even have some vegan options back here in the bakery department. Now when it comes to custom ordering your cake, we just need about a 24 to 48 hour notice. And we have this nice book here, and you can visit the counter and tell them exactly what you need. We'll be happy to help you out. Now when you come back to Earth Fare's bakery case, we have a lot to choose from. One of my personal favorites is this nice fruit tart. It's filled with a custard and berries. We have a larger size as well as a smaller size. $2.99, you can't beat it, great value. We also have some great key lime pie, not to mention cupcakes, French macaroons that are hand-filled, and so much more. And again, all of these items adhere to Earth Fare's food philosophy. Now last but not least, I love bread. I love French baguettes, and we have a great deal each and every day, no coupon needed, 98-cent organic baguettes. These are baked fresh daily right here behind me back in the bakery. And again, we're focusing on that old world European baking philosophy. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to get your Healthy Rewards card. This is linked up to the baguette. Our Healthy Rewards is an action-based rewards program. The whole idea is to buy certain products in the store and you will accumulate points. For every 100 points you accumulate, it's a dollar store credit that you can use towards your future purchase. The points never expire. It's a free program. You can sign up in store, or we have the Healthy Rewards app. So make sure to get signed up. It's a great way to maximize your deals and savings here at Earth Fare.
Boy, those baguettes look really good, and they go with anything at a party, with salads or a meal. I like to slice them up and put them with bruschetta and use as an appetizer.
That whole bakery is amazing. Mm-hmm. And who knew, before you put artificial red food coloring in your desserts, try beet juice. Yeah. I never knew that.
Idea.
It is.
All right, well, we're going to switch gears right now and go to our lovable lawyer.
That's right. Dan has a cautionary tale from his own personal life about why you should never trust the court with your finances.
We're all getting older. There's no stopping that. And that's why it's so important that we protect our assets. Now, a big part of that process involves obtaining financial and healthcare power of attorney documents. Because if you don't, the court could appoint a guardian to decide critical things for you and your family. The guardian could be somebody you don't know, somebody you don't like, somebody you don't trust. And you don't want that, and you don't want that for your family. As a for instance, my uncle passed away recently, which is very sad. He didn't have the most robust estate plan in place, and my brother and I, his beneficiaries, fought with a court-appointed executor for the next 2 years, trying to ensure that she didn't fleece the estate. We had to pay for our own lawyer to keep her honest. And that was a lot more aggravating and a lot sadder than it had to be. My uncle never intended that for himself or for us. And you needn't have it happen for yourselves. If that is, you do the proper planning up front. There are plenty of estate planning lawyers in town. Simply find one and do what's right to protect yourself and your family. And that's today's Legal Minute. I'm Dan Karen, your lovable lawyer.
People tend to think that you have to have this huge estate or a lot of money to do estate planning, but the truth is some things really don't have a monetary value, but people will still fight over them, and you don't want the court to make the decision.
No, you want to make those decisions yourself. So good advice from the lovable lawyer. Well, stay tuned to the Weekly Pulse. Coming up next, your dose of Doceri. We'll show you how to look younger without surgery.
And we're checking back in with our Kaplan's Furniture Redefined team, and they're going to show us how to take his furniture and her furniture and marry them into one happy home.
Flooring has changed a lot in the last 20 years, but some things never do. Like our large selection from Shaw Floors. Colors and textures, it's all here. And we always offer outstanding customer care. So stop in and take a look at Carpet Country Flooring and Design Center.
At Earth Fare, we don't carry any food that's bad for you. So you could shop here blindfolded, knowing that everything is 100% clean and good for you. In fact, we carefully select everything in the store as if your life depends on it. Because it does. Live longer with Earth Fare.
Welcome to Kaplan's Furniture, where we're redefining your furniture shopping experience. Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm so excited to tell you about all the changes we've made. We now have everyday lower pricing. We have a new design staff that can help bring your decorating dreams to reality. We've brought in higher quality brands like Smith Brothers, Lancer, and White Dove, and we proudly back everything we sell. I'm sure you'll love the experience, and we look forward to meeting you. Kaplan's Furniture Redefined.
The Rock Pile is your one-stop shop for all your landscaping needs. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we offer the highest quality of mulch, topsoil, gravel, and stone. Our full-service garden center offers the highest quality of trees, shrubs, perennials, annuals, and more. Browse our store and see the incredible selection of pottery, home and yard accents, and decorative furniture. And don't forget that we are the bird feeding headquarters for all your feeding needs. So stop in and spend some time with us. The Rock Pile, Nagel Road in Avon.
What kind of Shaw floors are you looking for? Ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, vinyl plank. Shaw Floors has a style for you. So come take a look at Carpet Country Flooring and Design Center.
Peace of mind is the greatest gift that can be given during one of life's most challenging times.
It comes from trusting in skilled and compassionate professionals who are committed to hearing the patient's story first and responding with the latest medical options available.
It is comfort and service supported by over 60 years of advancing holistic care to patients and their families.
At Holy Family Hospice, our comprehensive services come with peace of mind and so much more.
Call to start the conversation today.
Welcome back to the Weekly Pulse, Northeast Ohio's first television show dedicated to health and wellness with a focus on women. I'm Amy Castelli along with Eileen McShay. And when it comes to anti-aging treatments, there are so many out there, it can really be confusing.
It is, and so many of us will go to the internet or we'll ask a friend or ask a family member what they think we should have done. But when it comes to anti-aging, you don't want to take a cookie cutter approach. In fact, our weekly dose of Doceri tells you how to customize your anti-aging plan.
TLC stands for texture, lift, and color. The texture portion would be our pixel laser, which is going to help refine fine lines and wrinkles, scar tissue, just to give them that overall smoothing appearance. The lift is our Ultherapy. That is going to be using ultrasound technology to put 6 times deeper and about 4.5 millimeters under the skin to give them a lifting, which would define the jawline. It would help lift and open up the eyes. And the color portion is with our IPL laser. That is going to be affecting any types of reds or browns in the skin, which could be rosacea, it could be capillaries, it could be even any type of vascularity in the skin. We are using the Bellis Skin Pen. It is a microneedling device or collagen induction therapy. We chose that device because it's the only FDA-cleared Class II medical device on the market. It's made completely in the United States, and there are many other devices, but this is the only one at current time that has made it through Class II medical device. With each treatment, there are different reasons we would offer maintenance packages. For instance, when somebody has Pixel, that's going to be usually for fine lines and wrinkles. We would have them go through a series of 3 treatments right off in the beginning, and then once a year they come in to just maintain it because we can't stop the clock, so they continue to age. When it comes to the pigmentation in their skin, if it's rosacea or any type of red capillaries, that's something they do a series of 5. They do that once a month for 5 months. And then once or twice a year in the future, they would come in for maintenance. If it's more of a rosacea, because that's a skin disease that we can't cure, we can help maintain it. And they may need 1 or 2 touch-ups every year. I usually recommend in late 20s, early 30s, when somebody's thinking about their skin not exfoliating as nicely as it used to, or they just don't have that bright complexion anymore, or they're even looking to get rid of some acne scars, or starting to develop fine lines on the forehead, between the eyes, and that might be time we can talk about any anti-aging options. It might be injectables, it could be skincare facials, it could be because rosacea is starting to show at that point. They come in and the first thing we ask them is, what bothers you? What bothers you about your appearance? And then we customize a program from that. When we first meet a client, we do want to educate them on everything that we can offer for them and why we feel we have the best technology available to them. And we start with each of their concerns and address them individually and then customize a process for them. And we will tell them that there are times that they're not a good candidate for what the treatment we have to offer. If it's something that we don't feel we're going to give them results, we tell them that. We don't want people being disappointed, and our reputation we've worked so hard for. We don't want them to be telling everybody that they're not happy if it wasn't a treatment for them. They come in with a lot of information that's incorrect. They get it from the internet, they get it from their friends, and somebody may tell me that, well, my friend had BBL treatment and it didn't get rid of their pigmentation. And I tell them, well, BBL is also considered broadband light. That's IPL, intense pulse light. It's the same technology, just a different brand of technology, and educate them that we offer that as well. This is how the program should be done. If you don't do it in a series, you're not going to get optimal results, and then people are disappointed. So we usually always do them in our series, unless someone's doing maintenance.
Yeah, well, the results are anti-aging. So they are taking somebody and making them look younger. And quite honestly, your face is your business card. It's the first thing that somebody looks at when they meet you. And when you think of a baby skin, you think of that homogeneous, milky, single-tone skin. And of course, the absence of fine lines and wrinkles. Well, we can do both of that for our clients here.
We live in such a great time for procedures for beauty and anti-aging. There's so many options. So it's really nice to know that you can customize your needs to the latest procedures.
And that's so true. And speaking of customize, so many of us are waiting until we're older to get married. And by that time you end up with his furniture and her furniture and 2 households. And how do you decide whose furniture has to go
to the curb?
Usually it is his, but to be fair, we put that question to our duo at Kaplan's Furniture Redefined, and they're going to help us decide how to take his furniture and her furniture and marry them into one happy home.
Boy, we get that one a lot. In fact, that one happens so often it makes you think that family counseling might be part of our job description.
Yes, I know.
I don't want to say that the men don't want their homes to be pretty, but on balance, it's probably less important to them if they can gain a little bit more comfort, gain a little bit more function. And a lot of the men will tend to buy things by the pound almost. If the furniture's got a little bit more bulk, there's a little bit more value there. They tend to buy things like leather furniture because it's more resistant to the dog jumping on it. They'll buy nail head trim. They'll buy maybe more distressed finishes that they won't have to worry about throwing their car keys on an end table, if you will. And it's easy to understand how the ladies don't often maybe react in the same way to those kinds of rooms versus the men.
I do agree. It's often when we say he wanted leather and she wanted linen. Mm-hmm. And it's, it has a lot to do with the perspective of I want a light room, I want a pretty room. Form and function kind of don't go into play all the time with some of the beautiful rooms. It's, that fabric may not be that practical, but that is a beautiful sofa and I can pop my artwork off of it. I can layer my fabrics to make a beautiful pillows. I can add a rug, add beautiful lamps, and it all works together and makes a complete room. And I have to say, practicality may come second to that. But I think in the end, it all works out and we find a great way to combine the two.
Well, here's a space that we put together to to kind of address the different ideas that the men and the women like, I know the one thing that I felt that the men would find as a fair compromise is the texture in the fabric. We wanted the durability of the leather, but it seemed a little bit too masculine, so
Yes.
we found a textured fabric only because darker fabrics show light dirt and light fabrics show dark dirt. Something textured is going to hide the cookie crumbs and the pet fuzzies, if you will. We got the nail head trim, we got some distressed finishes on the tables, and then you brought in the accessories and the pop of color.
I think it works well together. I think the artwork, bringing out the different colors, matching that up with the layers of all the pillows to pull a little bit of color in is a great way for someone to accessorize a room. When we mix the artwork and the lamps together, put those with the fabrics, you suddenly create a personality and an atmosphere that is great for both of them.
And a lot of times, although the guys might want to poo-poo all the little throw pillows, but you're sure they're going to be the first one that wants a throw pillow when it's time to lay down and take a nap.
That's right.
Tip of the week. If you're trying to furnish a living space and you want to get as much seating as possible into the smallest amount of floor space, you might want to consider a sectional. A sectional has less arms than a sofa and love seat, and you don't have spaces between the pieces of furniture, which also takes up space. On a sectional, you can line up your guests like birds on a telephone wire, get the most seating possible.
Thanks, Steve and Susan. What a great way to marry styles, because you don't want it to look too feminine or too bachelor pad.
And nobody wants to be moving into somebody else's space. Right. That's true. Well, coming up on the Weekly Pulse, it's time for a Pulse Perspective. And we put the question to the ladies about the size of our families, how many siblings, how that affects our personalities. We're both from pretty big families, so we're going to see what they have to say.
At All Around Physical Therapy, our focus is getting you on the fast track to recovery. With 2 convenient locations, our therapists will create a specialized program with the most advanced treatment plan that's right for you. With our one-on-one sessions and unique approach to wellness, you can feel confident that our goal is getting you back to 100%. Don't let a recent injury or chronic pain limit your day-to-day life. Call All Around Physical Therapy and start feeling better today.
Does your life seem to revolve around everyone else? Visit Doceri Spa and Laser Center and do something for you. Doceri is the premier destination for non-surgical services, anti-aging skin treatments, body transformations, and outpatient procedures. Our staff of physicians, nurses, technicians, and estheticians work to meet your every need. Call today for a complimentary assessment. We will help you with your personalized plan for beauty, health, and body transformations. It's all about you at Doceri Spa and Laser Center.
The Rock Pile is your one-stop shop for all your landscaping needs. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we offer the highest quality of mulch, topsoil, gravel, and stone. Our full-service garden center offers the highest quality of trees, shrubs, perennials, annuals, and more. Browse our store and see the incredible selection of pottery, home and yard accents, and decorative furniture. And don't forget that we are the bird feeding headquarters for all your feeding needs. So stop in and spend some time with us. The Rock Pile, Nagel Road in Avon.
Home means different things to different people, but no matter what it means to you, it'll always be the most important place in the world. Now you can handle everything life can dish out. Choose the products designed to bring out its very best, while still caring for your home, your family, and your world. Different surfaces have different needs. Keep your glass sparkling clean, your granite looking like new, and your stainless steel spotless. B&B's True View, Daily Stone, and Pure Steel keep your home looking and smelling fresh.
Peace of mind is the greatest gift that can be given during one of life's most challenging times.
By receiving care in your own home, a familiar place filled with warmth and calmness, we ensure comfort and dignity.
It's care that's delivered by a compassionate team, driven by a calling to serve those in need.
At Holy Family Hospice, our care and services come with peace of mind and so much more.
Call to start the conversation today.
Welcome back to the Weekly Pulse, Northeast Ohio's first television show dedicated to health and wellness with a focus on women. I'm Amy Castelli with Eileen McShay, and now to our Pulse Perspective, where we get a random subject and a group of women and we just have fun with it.
And just pose a question. And this week we're talking about the size of the family you grew up in. We're both from big families, and we're talking about how that affects your life today. All right, we're talking families, big families. You're one of 8, I'm one of 10, you're one of 2, and with a big gap in there, so you're kind of an only. Yeah. If a psychiatrist was studying you, he'd give you the only child. Yeah. Pretty much. So to us, it's very foreign being the center of attention. So what was that like growing up?
I'm still the apple of my daddy's eye, and very spoiled by my mom. Even though my brother, he's technically speaking not a big difference between us, 4 years. It was still always. He was never home though. He was 4 years older than me, so he's never home. When I was growing up in high school, he was already gone.
So what was the negative of pretty much being the only? Was it lonely or?
It was pretty lonely. I will say, because he was a boy, it was always on our boat during the summer, lived on our boat during the summer. I was home by myself. I was being the only girl too.
Yeah.
It is even more lonelier because then I have nobody to turn to.
But from myself as a kid, and I bet you were the same way, I bet you had your own bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Shared a bike.
Your own bedroom.
Yes. Yeah. Did you ever have a car that you didn't have to? Did you have your own car?
Yeah, I had 2 of them.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Mom spoiled me. Yeah, I will say Mom spoiled me.
I know. I have my theory, but what do you think are the best parts of growing up in a big family, and the worst parts?
The best parts: Christmas, the holidays, because everybody is together and everyone has to make time to be there. Even now that we're all married and grown and have kids and grandkids, we run a hall and we still have Christmas together as one huge family, and all the nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews. And then one of the bad things is probably the blackmail. You know, like you knew something about the other sibling and they didn't want Mom and Dad to know, so we hung it over each other's head just to, hey, you know, I'd get in trouble and Lisa would be like, hey, if you didn't clean my room or do my dishes, I'm gonna tell Mom, you know, and then I would be stuck doing her chores for like a month before, you know, she'd let it go or something.
Yeah, and then like sharing too as a kid, like things that you think are so important. You know, like I wanted my own bike, I had to share it with my sister, that sort of thing. And I remember thinking, maybe I'm really adopted, that my real parents are going to come by and save me, and I would grow up just like you.
It has its perks. It has its perks. But like going to the holiday thing, because my brother's in Alaska, so he's literally 4,600 miles away. We miss all of like the holidays. We miss all the big things in life. Like he wasn't there for my high school graduation. He wasn't there when I graduated from graduate school. You know, I remember the one time my dad tells me, when I was dating someone for a couple of years, my dad goes, your brother called. All right, yeah. He says to me, is this guy okay? Do I have to fly home to take care of him? And I was already dating this guy for a year. My dad's like, he's all right. But I'm like, if he would have been closer, he would have been able to meet him to understand those things. So he's distant, and we don't have a relationship really because he's so far away. We have our own individual lives.
Yes.
So I miss a lot of the holiday things like that.
Where my house is a revolving door.
Yours is, yes.
It's definitely a revolving door where, you know, my sister has a key, my other sister has a key, my sister-in-law has a key, you know. And I always have people at my house, especially when my kids come into town, which is twice a year in July and Christmas. It's like nonstop. People are always over. And when my kids are in town and all of a sudden we're posting stuff on Facebook or social media, they're like, why didn't you tell me you're having a party? We're not having a party. Everyone just comes over at the same time, and it kind of turns into an unexpected party, but really we're just talking and sitting down and watching movies, and they're kind of upset. Well, I wasn't invited. Well, neither were they. But it's just a revolving door all the time.
That's my brother's house, and his wife is a saint because she puts up with all of us, and it's the same way. Nobody knocks, nobody rings the bell.
Yes,
nobody
just
calls
walk
ahead.
in.
Everybody's there. We all just help ourselves to, you know, a drink or whatever. You know, just like we live there. It is a lot of fun. You know, I can say growing up in a big family, I don't know anything different, but I don't know what I would do without my siblings.
Yeah, and I also grew up with a big family, not as big as yours, and it's odd because My daughter's an only child, so I'm always comparing, but everybody's family is a different journey, I guess.
Yeah, and there are pluses and minuses.
Sure.
And you want to recreate what you had so that your kids have that too, but sometimes
you can't.
No, you definitely can't. And speaking of family, it's Father's Day weekend, and we know that some of us are last minute on getting our gifts, but here's a great idea because dads need pampering too. We had the opportunity to stop into Dr. Lu Jing Fang's clinic this week, and we spent some time at the Healing and Detox Center. This place is not just for the girls. Guys, you need to check this out. This state-of-the-art center provides healing and detox for both men and women. Start out with the infrared sauna. It's a safe and natural way to promote healing and good health. The dry heat produces the benefits of improved circulation, pain relief, lowers blood pressure, and improves skin conditions. It even aids in weight loss. Next stop, cryotherapy. Cryotherapy is a 1 to 3 minute therapeutic system designed to release endorphins, enhance circulation, decrease inflammation, and stimulate the immune system. Experience why this treatment is practiced by the top athletes across the world. It improves muscles and aids in injury recovery. And finally, relax and have an ionic foot detox therapy treatment. This saltwater soak has low voltage currents that extract toxins, negative ions, and heavy metals through the soles of the feet. This treatment is essential for good health. You'll enjoy the experience so much that you'll come back and try a therapeutic massage to enhance circulation, reduce blood pressure, promote better sleep, and so much more. Try adding Dr. Fang's medical-grade essential oils to any of these treatments or by themselves. These oils are the highest quality to improve health and healing. So gentlemen, we all need some time to unwind and regroup. Whether you want to experience it with a partner or by yourself, we highly recommend Dr. Lu Jing Fang's clinic. Your stress-free day is waiting.
And happy Father's Day to those dads out there getting pampered. And join us next week for the Weekly Pulse, where our Pulse Perspective panel of ladies will be tackling a new topic.
And don't forget, we're going to go back to Earth Fare with some fresh, healthy meal ideas. Dose of Doceri has great anti-aging ideas, and Kaplan's Furniture Redefined moves into the bedroom where we're going to learn how to decorate.
And you can always reach out to us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or theweeklypulse.com. Thank you for joining us for the Weekly Pulse.
Your inspiration for the week.
Happy Father's Day to those dads out there getting pampered. You deserve it. And thanks for joining us. Hey, don't forget to join us next week for... And happy Father's Day to those dads out there getting pampered. And you will want to join us next week for the Weekly Pulse.
You will join us